2.2 million children are sold into the sex trade every year. That means over 4 children per minute. The International Labor Organization found that girls involved in other forms of child labor, such as domestic service or street vending, are the highest risk of being pulled into commercial sex trafficking. In addition to afflictions such as blindness and loss of limbs, other physical abuses for the purpose of heightening profits include pouring chili pepper onto the child's tongue to give the appearance of impeded speech, the use of opium to elicit cries, and administering forced injections of drugs that will increase a child's energy and alertness. Testimonies against trafficking ring gang leaders have discussed the detainment of individuals in small cells devoid of food, water, and light to make victims weak and feeble, and thus more likely to elicit donations.
A variety of potential solutions have accordingly been suggested and implemented, which can be categorized as 4 types of action: broad protection, prevention, law enforcement, and victim assistance. Thousands of children are trafficked right here in the United States. These kids are not criminals, they are victims. Signs that a child is being trafficked: knows little about his or her whereabouts, works excessively long hours, exhibits fear or anxious behavior, was hired with false promises, has inconsistencies with his or her story. Children exploited through prostitution report they typically are given a quota by their trafficker or pimp of 10 to 15 buyers per night.
When a child is forced into a brothel, his or her name is typically replaced with a number, further stripping of them of their identity and humanity. Child brothels will sometimes print up a menu for men to look at, complete with pictures and prices of each child like they were a piece of meat. According to some estimates, approximately 80% of trafficking involves sexual exploitation and 19% involves labor exploitation. California harbors 3 of the FBI's 13 highest child sex trafficking areas in the nation: Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego.
Hey, I'm Erica, and I'm Jasmine. We're doing an experiment today on child trafficking. Ooh. So we're just gonna do an experiment. Jasmine's gonna be the child that's lost looking for her mommy. And I'm going to be recording within my car, just making sure she's all safe and dandy. And we're going to see how serious child trafficking is today.
Okay, so we got Jasmine knocking on doors and windows, asking for her mommy. She's approaching someone. Who's that? Where's she going? What's she doing?